Happy Valentine's Month, because that's the only thing on February that's worth celebrating. Oh yes, love is in the air this month. It's the month of Valentine's Day. Ah yes, Valentine's Day, the day of love, romance, compassion, intimacy, and of course... sex! Sex! A time of discussing what we love. And I can think of no better subject than... Oh, you know what it is. It's Darkstalkers. Let's be real here. Every month should be Darkstalkers month. It's still February, right? Who cares anyways? Let's get back to the topic. Now, in the previous videos, we talked, briefly, about how this game is oozing with personality, as not just a horror game, but a slapstick Looney Tunes type of game with sex appeal and disturbing elements to it. And now, knowing the creative minds that birthed it, the thought patterns of its character designs, and the lore, we get a clear idea of what exactly we're dealing with. But we don't know it quite intimately, just yet. Any good fighting game, and I mean any good fighting game, is more than just about the good gameplay. For if you want your series to have any longevity, you need good characters, or else it will be boring, lame, weak, uncreative, uninspired, and forgettable. Fuck 343 Industries. No one cares about 343 Industries, man. And no one cares when I say that for the 5th time. Oh my gosh, this is the 5th video and we still haven't gotten to the drawing part. But now that we've done our video quotas for today, let's talk about it. The character of, well, the characters. So let's do this. The 5th video, oh my god! Throughout this series, I've made it sound like that Capcom's Darkstalkers dev team had no idea what they were doing when it came to conception, naming, and lore. And, well, to be honest, they didn't. But that doesn't mean they didn't know what they were doing when creating Darkstalkers as a whole. Let me explain, because this is more of a cultural issue, I think. Now, while American video games are more lore-based, their characters are mostly shit. Or worse, sometimes they're fucking ugly as hell!
I'm Dr. Matthew Ziegelman, a urologist at Mayo Clinic. In this video, we'll cover the basics of erectile dysfunction.
What the hell is even that?
I don't ask for supermodels all the time in video games, but I sure as hell didn't ask for Witch Hazel here. Wait, that's the original model? Boy, y'all done her dirty, Sweet Baby Inc. Western media hates women, man.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
I don't know what that is, but I'm just going to assume it's something to do with homosexuality and atheism or something.
Japan, on the other hand, they got characters down, and it's really the lore that takes the back seat. In reality, the lore is mostly there to prop up the characters. I mean, these are the guys that can make a slice-of-life anime where it's just about living life, doing mundane things, and you're completely invested because of the characters. Where's my Yotsuba and anime? Characters is what it's all about in Japan. If there's one thing Japan is known for in video games, it's their crazy fun, larger-than-life characters. and their ridiculous gameplay. Oh my god! The truth is, this team knew exactly what they were doing. While yes, they were going along with the flow and having fun, these guys are such pros that every move riddles with personality. Every action, every taunt, every projectile, heck, even their idle animation and walk cycles are so unique that you don't see that in other fighting games. I'd even go as far to say that even Arc System Works would probably struggle in nailing what Darkstalkers has achieved. See, this was during the time when Street Fighter II was banking for Capcom, and the team could have time and screw around with ideas. So they did. They put a bunch of random ideas together and left none of them to waste. For starters, Anakaris. Oh boy, Anakaris. He was designed by one of the character designers, Takinori Kimoto, who based everything on the motto, "Unexpected is best."
Huh?
There's a developer interview featured in a 1994 Gamist magazine where Capcom producer and series planner of Darkstalkers, Noritaka Funamizu, said, "For characters like Anakaris, we came up with a lot of weird special moves for them after seeing their initial concept art." And then he continues with, "We were just brainstorming and it was like, that would be an awesome move to have. But then, to our surprise, the designers actually went and made it." Noritaka also said in, I believe, another interview in the Vampire MOOC, I think, that this Kimoto guy was an ideas man that would draw concepts out for these guys with no idea how they would be implemented and would just tell them, just add it to the character sprite data. Kimoto would even bring stuff up to the programmers and say that they'll find some use for it later. Like, who fucking thinks that way? Could you imagine AAA studios today allowing guys to walk up to their team and go, "Yeah, just shove this shit up in there and make it work. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go smoke a blunt, play some Team Fortress 2 while drinking diet soda." Like, what the actual fuck? Like, look at this shit. Look at this shit. This man is throwing out cobras, flying around with an eyeball up his skirt, turns people into tiny weirdos, and splits himself in half into whatever the heck this is. My boy Anakaris is tripping balls, man. What is that? These guys were absolute mad lads. And it's not just Anakaris either. You got Morrigan doing this, Dimitri doing this, Lilith doing this, Felicia doing this, BB Hood doing this, John Talbane doing this, Jeddah doing this, Victor doing this, Sasquatch doing this, Lord Raptor doing this, Rikyo doing this, and it just goes on and on and on and on. And then there's QB's fucked up shit. What the unholy condemned fuck? This girl shoves her stinger inside you, plants her eggs in your body, which makes them grow in you, then burst from you, then she dies but hatches a new one with her exact same personality, presumably eating your insides. Oh my god. Homegirl freaky, man.
This is indeed a disturbing universe.
I mean, it is a disturbing horror game, so it does fit. But the fact that they added a sexy tone to the game with slapstick comedy too? Like, bro, seriously, Morrigan Ainsland is supposed to be the sexy femme fatale succubus.
Hello, nurse!
I mean, the name alone, Morrigan the succubus, fills you in on the dots on her sexuality.
A bit special.
Yet, they still had time to add this slapstick humor. Look at these sprites and tell me I'm wrong. These are in the game, And they truly do feel like Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, or Tex Avery levels of zany. No idea was wasted on Darkstalkers. Not a single one. No wonder lore and continuity took a backseat when they're going ham on this. These guys exploded personality on this. Like a megaton bomb. These guys truly were masters of their craft that were left alone to just have fun with it. And you can clearly see they did. This is why I don't think any video game studio, and I mean any video game studio, could replicate what Darkstalkers miraculously did. Heck, I don't even think Capcom of today could do it. Just look at Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Compare the animations of the Darkstalkers roster to the ones back in the day. The magic is just not there, man. It's just not translated. And that's because of everything I said prior. The time and the money were there, so that way the creators could have the fun to be there. It was just the right era for it. I mean, they were right off the heels of the Darkstalkers series when they were creating Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2, and you can clearly see the personalities still there, and then some, with the Darkstalkers roster. They won't do this scene with Morrigan anymore.
Hyper combo.
Bit spicy.
And everything that I said prior, every video prior, is what I have to have the mindset of when creating my OC. Because this game is wild. This game is so flexible on what you could do. You could probably do whatever with these characters, and it would probably fit as a fighting style for them. Just as long as you understand these characters and their personalities. And to fully understand these personalities, let's break down all these characters. Wait, we're at 12 to 13 minutes, aren't we? Oh my gosh, another video. Who knew that talking about personality in a game filled with personality would take more than one video? Clearly not me.
I'm an idiot. Okay.
Yeah, we got 2 more videos left than drawing. But I thought you said this was the last video. Yeah, I lied! Aww.